So I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. I'm human too. Just because I am a mindset coach doesn't mean that I'm perfect. That's one thing that I think needs to be made very, very clear. And honestly, I am completely okay being honest about with you. A lot of coaches like to assert their authority and list all of their credentials. Well, my most valuable credentials are the fact that I've lived the struggles that you have lived. I have felt some of the pain that you may have felt. I'm not saying I know exactly who you are and what you're going through. I am, however, human too. So when I decide that I'm going to have food that is not in line with my diet, or I'm going to pass on a workout, I experience a lot of the same things that you do. So I ask you this, just like me, do you sometimes wake up in the morning feeling groggy, like you haven't slept? You might even feel melancholy about the day ahead. Do you feel guilty having dessert again this week or for ordering takeout, even though you have plenty of fresh food in the fridge? Do you hate that feeling of being short of breath after getting the mail, playing with the kids, or even just walking up the stairs? And at the end of the day, do you find yourself beating yourself up for not going for that walk or going to the gym like you promised your friend? These are the kinds of emotions that I want to talk about today in the Weight Loss Unmasked podcast. It's all about how we can transition from guilt to gumption with just a little bit of effort and acknowledgement about where we are in life. And as part of this, I'm going to talk to you about the Gumption challenge and how it came to be that I've revamped this whole program to help you lose up to 10 pounds in the 30-day challenge. Well, that sounds like wins all around. Are you up for it? Let's do this. It is awesome to have you here on the Weight Loss Unmasked podcast. This is Erica, formerly the Incognito Athlete. Welcome. Before we get started in today's topic, I want to welcome the people who have joined us for the first time today. You might be joining us as part of the Gumption Challenge series for this podcast. And so I feel like I need to introduce myself. Who am I? Well, I am a woman who is out to make change in my life and in the lives of others. After reaching almost 300 pounds, I was fed up. And I made a change in my life. In doing so, I unlocked the mystery behind weight loss and discovered that it's all in our mindset. I took that knowledge and formulated various resources and programs for you to help you get off the weight loss roller coaster with a one-way ticket to living a happy and healthy life in a way that means the most to you. So I bring us back to some of those questions that I started out with today. Really just want to drive home one pure lesson for this episode. These emotions of guilt and upsetness and heck, maybe misery means that you are fed up. It means you're living a life that does not bring you happiness. It means that the things that are happening do not serve you. You add all of these things together, and no matter how you calculate it, the answer is it's time to make a change. And that is what the Gumption Challenge is all about. Instead of letting all of those negative feelings just take over your life, you can actually turn them on their head. Make some small, simple, doable changes in your life that actually line up with who you are and what you want, and find yourself in a much more ideal place. That's right. You actually know what you need. So going back to some of those earlier questions, consider this. You might think that you want to stay up late and drink, but what you really want is to feel refreshed and cheerful when you wake up in the morning. You might think that you want to rest at the end of the day, kick your feet up on the sofa, but what you really want is to get a good workout in and ride the high of those endorphins instead. And you might think that you want another piece of cake, that you can't move forward in your day without another sweet bite. But what you really want is to feel better in your clothes. So rather than being powerless, you are actually in the driver's seat. You know what you want and you have the power to make it happen. So the now what question is exactly why I created the Gumption Challenge. It's my mission to serve people like you. I've lived it and I don't want you to suffer as I have suffered. And so I have outlined these simple guidelines so that you can put that courage, that desire for change in action immediately, and in turn grow that gumption to yield some really major results for yourself. And I have to mention that this is completely free. There's no charge. The outline is there for you to take the lead on your own. One of the biggest issues, though, that I had with the Gumption Challenge from the start is that I didn't address weight loss. I mean, that's what we're really all after here. I know the health is a good thing. I know the happiness is a major part of it. But face it, the weight loss number does matter to us too. I'm not going to deny that. And so I have recently revamped this challenge, providing you with what you need to jumpstart your weight loss too. You can actually lose up to 10 pounds during your challenge. Yep, it's a method that I have used successfully multiple times, and now I am making it available to you. Hopefully I've caught your attention now. Definitely want to keep this on the up and up. I want you to be excited about this. I want you to feel like this is possible. If you're anything like me or your history is anything like mine, you've probably tried to lose weight before and maybe you were successful, but it came back. Using my methods are a sure way to lose the weight and keep it off. It's a combination of actually losing weight, finding that healthy place, but also healing your heart and soul and revisiting the things that you tell yourself, the beliefs that you have, getting everything in alignment with who you are, very authentic to who you are. Okay. So maybe you want to know what this Gumption Challenge is all about. Let me do a quick rundown for you, even if you've already heard it before. There are 5 simple requirements. Number 1, move daily for at least 30 minutes. Number 2, eat balanced meals and healthy snacks. Totally doable. Number 3, drink at least 8 glasses of water a day. Number 4, no alcohol, no booze at all. And number 5 is all up to you. Pick something that fits your own personal goals. I want this to be something that is yours. It's not mine, it's your challenge. You can find more information regarding this challenge in a link in my show notes. I'll also be posting it in my social channels. I haven't said it much in this episode, but I need to remind you this is totally free. I do have a weight loss boost option available to you, but you can do a version of this challenge totally free. It's just a framework to help get you started. If you have the courage and the gumption to take action, then all you need to do is follow my framework and you will be successful. Listen, being uncomfortable in my skin was the last straw for me when I hit nearly 300 pounds. If you are in that place too, if you are feeling guilty, sad, miserable, uncomfortable, then enough is enough. And it is time for you to listen to yourself. I'm here as a voice of reason and encouragement for you. Listen to yourself. Trust yourself. Listen to what your mind and heart are telling you. And answer your own prayers by taking the first step towards the happy and healthy life that you deserve. I am so grateful for you to be here today. I hope that I have offered you a path to change. I hope that I have offered you some encouragement, and I hope that maybe I've even just given you some reassurance that you're not the only one out there that's maybe feeling a little stuck in the muck. I've been there. Many of us have been there, but you need not live there anymore. Thank you for joining me on the Weight Loss Unmasked podcast. Remember, today is a new day, a day for a fresh start. So make today yours and make it the day that you go after your dreams. I believe in you. I'll see you next week.